First, a moment taken to acknowledge the circumstances, including Apple here. Just a moment will do. Because although these are new, they are also old. They jade on the palate in just a moment. Whereas I have something truly new for you. Yet another life-improving method. Life is good through my methods. This method, or this piece which imparts the method, I call wine. Wine becomes wine world through the M&M world method. The method of the M&M world. Begin the piece proper. I'm just gonna read it. Recently, I had 3 days to spend on a visit to London, England. The first I spent visiting M&M World. Now normally, this attraction, which celebrates the American candy, would not be number one in my prioritization of my top 3 London attractions. Normally, they would be 3 art museums. But on hearing about M&M World, through some English tourists full of excitement, I had an idea. A delightful art concept. And, as much as I like museums, I would much rather make art than view art. It occurred to me that Mars Candy Company had developed M&Ms into a world. It occurred to me that I should go and visit this M&M world, and in the course of a visiting day, redevelop their method into a general method. A general method with the power to turn any commercial product into a whole world. Then, having done so, I would visit an English supermarket and shopping for my dinner among exotic English brands, apply this new method to new products in the creation of new worlds, thus making the largest objects from the smallest. So, without further ado, the method of products into worlds in 6 easy steps by Kinkinati. Your pal Kinkinati. The step 1, choose your product from which you, good like, will make a world. Your seed. In the case of the illustrative example of M&M World, the product is plain M&Ms. Step 2, obtain an item of this product for reference. Step 3, create a world. According to the generalized Mars Candy method. The environments of the world. The environments of this product's world are much like our own. They are based on the square-framed building, the square plot, the framed rectangle, the room, the shelf, the drawer, and the box world. But from the product are taken its own unique color palette, its own unique line, and its prevailing mood. And these three things are then used to create design interest in these spaces, their furnishings and decor. Thus, the major color palette of the M&M world are from the candy. Bright, prismatic, shiny brown, yellow, red, green, blue, and orange. From the candy palette, the major palette of the world. From the line, the major design features. The mezzanine balconies of M&M world, and certain of its walls are curved. Its marquees and standing banners are waved. Its checkouts and information booths and kiosks are based on ovals and circles, ellipses. Its light fixtures are round like the candy. Its staircase takes that curving line and spirals it down and up on curving steps, etc. The line is perpetuated through the environment and its forms. And these M&M colored, curving, and round things are all shaped by the prevailing mood of the products, which in the case of M&M's is fun, humor, joy, light-heartedness, that complex. It's a wacky and zany cartoon world. Thus, in outline, we have created the world, the M&M world, from a pack of M&Ms. Step 4 in our progression to world creation. Fill this world with people. Now the Mars method for doing so, generalized by me. You start by anthropomorphizing and animating the product as a cartoon person. In the case of M&M's with its 6 color types, 6 persons. The product to people. Make them as large as a person as well. Give them cartoon eyes, eyebrows, mouths with which to speak, white gloves and boots, but otherwise bare Caucasian arms and legs. And you have created the outline of a cartoon man, a candy man. Next, differentiate these people, this archetypal person, into 2 types, male and female. Give them godlike personality types according to the mood of the products. Personalities according to the mood. In the case of M&M's, it is broad. The personalities are broad comedic types. Sarcastic and dopey funny. Cool and sassy comedic combinations. And now you have created a people. Now, give them a society. And give their society a history. In the general Mars Candy method, social organization is indicated by distributing the roles and occupations of our society, the products you have animated. Thus, at M&M World, you see the product men and product people in the roles of cops and of soldiers, soccer players, footballers, librarians, and scientists. Next, you give their society of animated products a social history, both political and cultural, by distributing the identities of real and fictional people from our history. You give them our history. Thus, the Mars myth in action in M&M World has produced the Winston Churchill M&M Man from pretty grisly M&M War. Shakespeare, the immortal bard of the M&M people. The Beatles M&M men and women. And from their fictional universes, the Darth Vader M&M Man, and etc. I'm going to pause here because we're already 12 minutes. So this will have a sequel, bigger and better.